On behalf of the American people, I conveyed our deepest condolences, especially the victims and their families, and I offered our Japanese friends whatever assistance is needed.
Here. Silent.
I really wish my brother Brian was here. Ever since he graduated with a math degree, I haven't been able to see him. I hope Japan's been good for him.
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒してください。
こちら撮影機です。
The northeast coast of Japan was hit by an 8.9 earthquake.
Caused a devastating tsunami to strike the coast,
which has affected a large region with 33-foot.
The most powerful earthquake since records began.
350 people are confirmed dead.
And 500 are unaccounted for.
The actual death toll is estimated to be much higher.
Widespread damage has crippled the country.
Injured in Tokyo as a roof collapsed during it.
1/3 of the city Miga is underwater.
Major explosion at the plant in.
And Hawaii.
We'll continue with more coverage.
We urge U.S. to send aid soon.
We'll have more after this break.
Oh my gosh. So scary. I barely made it out alive.
Man, I can't believe they issued this emergency warning. I don't think anyone's gonna get hurt. Do you?
What do you mean? Did you see those 7-foot waves?
Well, dude, I've mastered waves twice as high out in those nice coasts.
What do you mean? I thought that Exaggeration TV said that some guy drowned out there. I mean, that's what they showed all day. It was almost like they were
Keeper. The role of media that influences what subjects are covered and for how long.
More Reese's for me and B.
We currently have an aircraft carrier in Japan and another on its way. We also have a ship en route to Marianas Island to assist as needed. This is because of our humanitarian foreign policy objective. The friendship and alliance between our two nations is unshakable, and only strengthens our resolve to stand with the people of Japan as they overcome this tragedy. We will continue to closely monitor tsunamis around Japan and the Pacific going forward, and we are asking all our citizens in the affected region to listen to their state and local officials, as I have instructed FEMA to be ready to assist Hawaii and the rest of the U.S. states and territories that could be affected.
So this is the last time I'll see you in a while.
Don't worry, sis. I'll come visit for Easter.
What about Christmas? We've always had Christmas dinner together.
I told you, I don't get off then. All I have off is Boxing Day in Japan.
Well then, maybe I can just come see you then.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't let you go halfway around the world alone.
I'm serious.
That's the great thing about you, sis. If you really want to visit me, I know where to find a way to.
Yeah, just don't go in and get in any trouble, okay?
You know me. I'll manage something.
No, I'm serious. Don't do anything bad.
Sure.
Promise?
I promise.
I'll miss you. I have the weirdest dream. I probably should call Brian though.
This number is not in service.
What? Not in service? Can't be. We try again.
Emergency hotline.
どのように私たちはあなたを助けることができますか?
Emergency hotline? What? Japan, Fukushima. 2011. What? A tsunami hit Fukushima? But that's where FinalV2 for this disaster has several new developments, including an explosion at the Fukushima power plant.
The official death toll currently stands at 413, with 784 people missing and 1,128 injured. The death toll is actually expected to be at least 1,300. Over 200,000 people are now in emergency shelters. Around 50,000 rescue workers have been deployed. But perhaps the most critical point is that there has been a nuclear meltdown in one of the Japanese reactors, with more in critical condition. This may change the goal of the U.S. from purely humanitarian to include national defense because of the need to protect its people.
Well, guess what? Conservatives are trying to kill Japanese babies. By spending more money, we, the liberals, can help more people in Japan who need our support. As liberals, we've got to spend more money. I mean, who cares about the recession, okay? What's more important is not helping ourselves, but those in need. As liberals, we can get the money by taxing the rich more because they're rich. This has been Liberal TV.
Well, guess what? Liberals are trying to destroy the economy and cause another worldwide recession on top of the one we already have. Why waste money on nuclear crisis when it's actually harmless? We want to help Japan, but our economy is still too important. We gotta help ourselves before we can help others. This is an Obama nation. Also, no taxes. Thank you.
死者のリストが含まれています。池上久美子、小野敦子、菊池健、今野めぐみび子、佐藤 MOKOTO、中里、森田岩尾、君 OOSUGA、柳 OIKAMA、沢和、菊池の、今野智美、佐藤めぐみ子、佐藤和子、死者のリストが含まれています。
Whoa, only $2.99 for pork. I gotta have me some of those.
Whoa, man. You know, that meat might have radiation.
What do you mean? Are you one of those crazy vegans?
No, Japan trades meat to America, and with that nuclear meltdown, this could be radiation meat. We're all gonna die from it.
What? Meat is alive. Don't compromise. Meat is alive. Don't compromise. Meat is alive. Don't compromise. Alive. Don't compromise. Meat is alive. Don't compromise.
Man, I sure could use some of that radiation be gone medicine. I mean, the radiation's gonna kill us. It'll spread to California. Man, I gotta find some of this.
What? Oh my gosh, where is it? I'm gonna die without radiation be gone. Radiation be gone. Reduces radiation by 10% or more. Perfect.
I'm Oprah, and I just want to tell you, you're fat. Now, here's some commercials.
Hey monsters, Gaga here. And I'm sure you've all heard about the disaster in Japan. Well, I've decided to do something about it. As a political elite, I have the power to influence all my followers. So, I've created these bracelets, and I want you to buy one. They're only $4.95. And all the money spent on these bracelets will be donated to help my little monsters in Japan. I put my heart and soul into making these bracelets, so don't let me down. Now can you return the favor and put your hard-earned money into helping those who need it? That's all, little monsters.
What?
Help the poor Japanese. Support. Support. Hello, sir. Would you like to buy a bracelet to help support the little monsters in Japan?
Well, I wouldn't buy it if it wasn't made by Lady Gaga, but since she's a political elite and all, and she needs my public opinion, I'll take 20.
Sure.
Hello everyone, and welcome. This is The News. And today's story focuses on the disaster in Japan. For our younger viewers, here's this week's segment of Stella and Carrie.
It's Stella and Carrie, they're so effing cool.
Today's word is agency.
Part of the bureaucracy, a regulatory agency, is one that makes and implements rules and regulations in a particular sector of the economy, and works for the people.
An executive agency is one that reports directly to the president. They are relatively narrow in focus and are not under the supervision of any cabinet. This has been another episode with Stella and Carrie. Moo!
Conservative.
Liberal.
So conservative.
liberal. Oh my god.
Anyway, many U.S. regulatory and executive agencies are dealing with the threat of the disaster in Japan. And we fear that it may have spread to the west coast of America. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, also known as the FDA, a regulatory agency, is currently investigating the American food supply for any traces of radiation, though it's like there's nothing to worry about. The Environmental Protection Agency, an executive agency, is now constantly testing the air supply for signs of contamination or radiation, but not likely any extreme danger there either. Finally, the Centers for Disease Control... excuse me! I just have a little bit left. Please show some professionalism and let me finish.
Okay, professional.
Thank you. Finally, the Centers for Disease Control, another regulatory agency, discourages citizens from taking the potassium iodide pills, more commonly known as under the brand name Radiation Be Gone. In conclusion, there's probably no extreme danger that the West Coast should look out for. As a result of the Japan earthquake, though, we'll keep you updated in case any unexpected twists occur. Thank you.
The U.S. will be sending massive aid to help Japan recover from this crisis. Collaborating with the Pentagon, we have sent 7 ships and 40,000 military personnel to help Japan. We've also sent 2 72-man elite rescue teams to find survivors. We've sent tons of supplies, both in the form of emergency food and water and also in rescue equipment. The United States will use its role as humanitarian in any way to help our trade partner and loyal ally.
I've got to keep looking. I've got to make sure he's okay. Maybe I can call this number and they'll answer. Hello? Hi. Okay. No. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Where are you, Brian?
Well, Conservative Radio will be taking donations for Japan, but on a more important note, the royal wedding. I've got to tell you everything about the royal wedding.
And that wraps up our hour-and-a-half segment on the royal wedding. In other news, a lost dog has been found, and Japan relief is ongoing.
Oh my god, did you see Kate Middleton's dress at the royal wedding?
So cute! It was the best dress. Oh my god.
This wedding is the most important event in like the last 10 years of history.
Definitely.
No, more important, so important in fact that it's like the second most important thing next to Jesus' birth.
Yeah.
Definitely!